Hey there guys, Sarmies here, and I want to bring up a few things before we start up the video. First off, I had some audio issues because I was being a bit of a goof and forgot something important while I was capturing footage, so we'll actually be starting this video up by around the first cutscene of the Archon quest. Secondly, these characters are not currently voiced during the 5.7 Archon quest, so I will be providing my own voiceovers for them. This isn't a means to make fun of the voice actors, but I figured for the time being, while they are not currently voiced, I figured you'd enjoy my scuffed rendition of these characters, or maybe at least get a laugh or two in. But hey, at least it's not done with AI, so there's that. Additionally, these characters now have voice lines for content that was either previously unvoiced, or have been completely adjusted to match previous updates. Also, these characters have been officially recast. Had their voice lines adjusted. Lastly, these voice actors have stated that they'll be making a comeback whenever they're able to receive the call. I know that there's more of them that have likely made statements at this time, but I don't want to flood this bit with images. Overall, I just want to say to those that are returning, I personally want to say, welcome back. It'll be a pleasure to not only hear you guys again, but also travel with you all once again. With that being said, I apologize for yapping for quite a bit, and thank you for listening. With that, enjoy the video.
Oh, Citlali and Paimon. Fancy that. I didn't expect to run into you two here.
I didn't expect to run into you here as well, Ian-san.
Oh hey, Coach Ian-san. What are you doing here all by yourself?
Whoa! Paimon! You sound different! But in a more pleasing way. Like, less rag on you. You know, you sound great. I may rag less on you. I may rag less on you now. I love butchering my words.
Just so you know, Paimon didn't come here to train. Paimon's not looking to sign up for any diet plan or bodybuilding class right now.
So you're saying you want to sign up for one later? Oh my gosh, what is with people joining my... Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I need to turn that off.
Alright, got it. But seriously, what do you take me for? Some coach from hell? I'd never force a student into something they didn't want to do. That being said, a little aerobic exercise would probably do you some good. You could take over my patrol for a while. That would count.
Rather than training, that sounds more like helping you out.
Yeah, all jokes aside, you're right. I'm looking for some help.
Oh.
The Collective of Plenty is holding a bodybuilding competition soon, and so many people have been busy squeezing in their last-minute workouts that we've run out of staff for patrols.
Oh no, that's pretty terrible.
Oh, so you've stepped in to cover their work. But don't you have a last-minute workout to do too?
I'm good. For one thing, I believe peak conditioning can only be achieved through consistent training over a long time span. Cramming in a workout at the last minute does next to nothing for you. But more pertinently, well, as you can probably imagine, I'm not able to compete in any of the most popular weight classes, and there's no real competition in my own weight class.
Sounds like you need a growth spurt.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh no, don't look at Paimon like that. We are not the same weight class, and no way is Paimon competing against you.
I mean, you both look around the same height. I'd probably say you are both in the same weight class, but honestly, I think Ian-san's got you beat on this one, Paimon.
Traveler, let's just help with the patrol, alright? Otherwise, Ian-san's gonna make Paimon enter a bodybuilding competition!
You know, it'd probably help, if you lift some weights, do some exercise. That's something I should probably do as well, now that I think about it.
Perfect. I managed to get you on board with just one lift.
Alright, Coach. We'll help you out.
Thank you both. It should be pretty routine. Just keep your eyes peeled and make sure nothing strange is going on in the area. That'll free me up to check the other section. Let's meet back at the settlement when we're both done.
Got it, Coach.
Sure thing. Just leave it to us. We're experts at strolling and patrolling, don't you worry.
Yes, we are. We're also experienced in traveling. I butchered that word again.
What's this? Was there always a cave here?
That's strange.
We should go check.
Oh, sorry for cutting you off, Paimon.
Hey, there's a hilichurl here. Is it sleeping? Doesn't look very hostile.
It sounds like it may want to go Unga Tunga if we wake it up.
Why is it hiding away here?
Beats me.
Ah! You woke it up!
Ah, I'm sorry for waking you up.
Huh?
Oh,
It ran away. Guess our reputation in Natland is more fearsome than we thought. Even hilichurls don't want to mess with us now.
I don't think it's that simple, Paimon. Anyway, there's something on the ground.
You mean that shiny thing? Huh. Must have dropped it as it ran off.
Maybe so, but it was probably there the whole time as well as that horn.
Huh. Paimon bets that hilichurl thought it was a priceless treasure. It was probably planning to hide it here for safekeeping. Until we showed up.
Or maybe it's its lucky charm.
Let Paimon take a look. Hilichurls aren't the brightest, so it might not be worth much, but still.
Yeah, they're just like the Genshin, the Super Mario equivalent to Goombas. Wait,
What is it? You look so serious all of a sudden.
I'm sorry, I had to put it on my serious face.
Isn't this just a regular old key? The style is unusual, though. Doesn't look Natlanese. Where do you think it's from?
This is the key to the hibernation chamber on the spaceship.
What do you mean? What hibernation chamber? What spaceship?
Well, I would explain it to you, but it's gonna be one long story.
Wait, you mean the spaceship? The one that brought you to Teyvat?
Well, so much for doing that. Yeah, that's the one, by the way.
So, how did that key show up here? Are you sure you didn't just drop it?
No. I still have mine. I've always made sure to keep it safe and sound as well.
Whoa! Yeah, these look identical. So, if one of them's yours, does that mean the other one is...
There are only two of these. One belongs to me, and the other to my brother.
Knew it! Huh, the keys to a spaceship! Huh, somehow that really rams home the fact that you really are an actual alien. Oh, wait, no, descender.
I was about to say, Paimon, you better take that back. I am no alien.
But anyway, now we know where it came from. The question is, how did it get here? The simplest explanation is that your brother lost his key somewhere not far from here. Then that hilichurl found it and ducked into the nearest cave to hide it. If that's true, it means your brother was here recently.
And by extension, the Abyss Order was probably here as well.
Yeah. Man, this is so crazy. We only agreed to help with the Anson's patrol on a whim. And now, we've made this bombshell discovery and found a huge lead on your brother.
This is actually pretty big now that we're thinking about it, and that we're saying it out loud.
Should we keep following this trail while it's hot? Or do you think we should check back in with the Anson?
Ah, there you are. Looks like you went the extra mile today. Thanks for being so diligent.
Oh, no problem, Coach.
Oh, hey, Ian-san, what's up? Didn't think we'd see you again till we headed back to the settlement. We were actually just about to go meet up with you. We've made a huge discovery today.
I came here to let you know that you don't need to keep patrolling anymore. The bodybuilding competition has just been canceled, so the usual squad will be resuming their normal duties. They'll be here to take over shortly.
Looks like you get to weasel your way out of this one, Paimon.
Wait, canceled? Why? What happened?
I'm also curious as why this has happened.
The Abyss Order attacked.
Oh. Well, that's not good.
Huh?
I didn't expect our suspicions to be confirmed so quickly. Sounds like Ether's on the move again. I'll find a way to speak with him in person this time. I have to.
I've heard of the Abyss Order, but this is the first time I've known them to take organized action on such a large scale. It's like they're preparing to go to war against our entire nation.
Looks like it.
One little sect versus the entire nation at war? How are they expecting to pull that off?
They probably won't succeed, though. That's the thing here.
Based on everything we've seen from them so far, they usually prefer to act in the shadows. So, what's different about it this time? What could they be after?
It does seem a little bit uncouth that they're going to these lengths.
No clue. All we know is that they've attacked our tribe, but that doesn't tell us much. Our defenses are holding strong so far, so I'm gonna head to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame and see what Mawika knows. If there's any information out there, she's the one people report to. Oh, want to come with me? I'm sure everyone will feel better knowing that the hero of Natlan is on the case.
Well, I am keen to find out more about the situation, and I can provide some information on the Abyss Order.
Great. Then let's head over together.
Gladly. Hey, I thought we were gonna go there together. This is not going together. I've been lied to. Coach, why did you lie to me?
Mawika!
Hello, my great friend and Archon Mawika.
Oh? Ah, great timing, Eon-san. I was just about to send someone for you. And it's good to see the travelers with you.
We could ignore the bespoken dialogue and text just for this one moment.
How are things looking? What's the latest word from the messengers?
The Abyss Order has been spotted near several tribes at the same time. Clearly, this is a coordinated strike. Also, their numbers are much higher than expected. Their organization appears to have grown considerably, but because they're usually so secretive, this is the first we're learning of it.
It sounds like they're throwing everything they have at us. What are they trying to achieve?
That's what I'd like to know as well. Historically, Natlan has not been a hotbed of Abyss Order activity, and we have no particular quarrel with them.
Could it be revenge, perhaps? Would they want to get back at us for our recent victory over the Abyss?
That is a possibility, but I don't think that's really likely? Question mark?
Oh, seems unlikely. But then again, Paimon wouldn't put anything past the Abyss Order.
It's too early to say anything definite. For the time being, we should continue monitoring the situation.
How are the battles going? Not too many casualties, hopefully?
Well, even if they're committing all their forces to the fight, they're in for a tough time. Our brave warriors have just emerged victorious from an all-out fight against the Abyss itself.
That is very true.
Yep. We have a whole nation's worth of seasoned veterans fighting for us.
And you have me too.
Compared to the true Abyss, the Abyss Order poses a far smaller threat. They cannot endlessly replenish their forces, for starters. However, this is still a war, so we must give it our all and do our utmost to minimize casualties. The tribes are organizing their defenses as we speak. Traveler, this is one war that Natlan can handle on its own. If you wish to stay out of it, you'll be safe here at the stadium with me.
But I want to fight for my fellow warriors, for Natlan. But this one is personal for me.
Oh? In what way?
The current leader of the Abyss Order is my brother.
Yep, that's how it is.
I see. My goodness, that is very personal indeed.
I'm sorry for having to bring that up with you, my great Archon.
If you don't mind me asking, do you have any idea what his goal could be?
That's what I want to know as well.
Safe to say, they're not exactly on the best terms at the moment.
Paimon is right.
Ever since Paimon met the Traveler, she's been trying to track her brother down and get some answers. But he's been avoiding her.
I see. So you two have fallen out. Huh. A pretty common occurrence between siblings.
That is very true, both in-game and in real life.
Well, yeah, that may be. But the stakes are a little higher where these two are involved.
That is also correct.
They certainly are. Although somehow it doesn't surprise me that a spat between the Traveler and Twin could affect the fate of the entire world.
Honestly, I wouldn't be that surprised either.
Just so I'm clear, you're still on Matland's side, and you have no idea what your sibling is after. Is that right?
Absolutely. I might even hate the Abyss Order more than you do.
Well, that's a relief. When you first mentioned your sibling, I was worried we were about to be thrust into an impossible position. Our reports say that the Abyss Order has focused most of their efforts against the Masters of the Nightwind.
Wait. That's where Grady is! And my grandson!
If you don't plan on staying here with me, I'd recommend going there to lend them a hand.
Sounds great.
I'll join you. Right now, the Collective of Plenty isn't facing a serious threat, so we should support the other tribes.
Indeed.
Many thanks, you two. Anything you need, send word to me right away.
You got it, my Archon. Alright, I got it. We gotta go fight Grady! And my grandson!
Look, it's Citlali.
Grady Eatsley! I missed you!
Huh. I wasn't expecting to see you here. Are you here to reinforce us?
Indeed we are.
How are things looking? Nawika told us to come here.
Oh, the situation must be pretty dire if it's managed to get Citlali out of the house.
Dire? No, I wouldn't go that far. It's mostly just irritating.
Oh.
I heard we're being hit the hardest out of all the tribes. What are they trying to imply? They just think we're pushovers or something? The more I thought about it, the angrier I got. I couldn't exactly concentrate on my novel after that, so... well, here I am.
I'm sorry to hear that, Eatsley. I'll go beat them up for you.
So, that's how they earned the ire of Granny Eatsley, huh?
They call themselves the Abyss Order, yes? Ugh, so tasteless. It's exactly the kind of two-dimensional name a clueless writer picks because they don't trust the rest of their writing to persuade the reader of who the real villains are.
Hey, she's saying your brother has poor taste.
I'm just glad I'm not the only one who thinks that. If I were him, I'd have changed that name long ago.
Wait, what? Are you saying her brother is a member of the Abyss Order? I only said that because I was mad. But maybe I went too far?
Hey, let's save the chat for later. We've got some enemies incoming.
Ah! The Abyss Mages, or as I used to call them back in the day, evil robot Alvins!
Good. A much-needed chance to vent my frustration. And not a moment too soon. Things were getting awkward there. Luckily, I'll never have to find out just how badly the rest of that conversation was gonna go.
God, I love Citlali.
You didn't have to say that last part out loud, Citlali. Anyway, let's get him!
On guard!
I'm going in! Nice and spicy!
All right. Letting brave names echo!
Get to work!
Oh, Rift Hounds. Doggy, meet Umbrella Gun.
Umbrella warfare, I guess! Hiya!
They didn't meet the Umbrella Gun. I'm sad now.
Phew, much better. That's more like it.
Ooh, impressive work, Granny Eatsley. If I'd known you were on the case already, I might have reconsidered whether your tribe really needed reinforcements.
I agree. You could easily take them all down by yourself.
If anyone should be reconsidering, it's the Abyss Order. They picked the wrong target this time.
Experience says that if we head in the direction they were attacking from, we should find their stronghold. Why don't we press our advantage and destroy their base? They won't know what hit them.
Hey, was there a battle here just now? Need any help?
The warriors from the Masters of the Nightwind are here!
And you're too late. We finished them now.
The battle against the Abyss is still fresh on our minds, so everyone's used to working together. Well, morale's high and everyone's here. Let's go take down that stronghold!
En garde, part 2.
Let's
This
light
time
it
we
up!
have more. Oh, these things again?
It up!
This thing's eating up all my energy.
The Abyss Order's resistance is faltering. Now's our chance!
Yes, it is. And now it's time for you to meet my umbrella gun.
Lucky! Warrior! Attack! After them!
Oh, there's still more. Wow, they're really blowing all the punches on this one, aren't they? I see you, evil robot Alvins.
You must be the boss here. Time to show you what happens when you mess with the Masters of the Nightwind.
All who resist the Abyss will pay the price!
Oh,
Everybody stand back!
I forgot that's the guy that spins.
Watch out!
Sometimes I forget how hard it is to actually manage 5 characters at once. Also, I don't like the fact that you were up there. I find that quite offensive and rude.
Suffer the wrath of Eastling!
A proper send-off! From the Spina with this one's got your name on it! This stronghold is neutralized. Good work, everyone.
Yeah, that last one definitely took a bit of work, you know? Ugh.
The Abyss Order's all bark and no bite.
All bow and no bow.
To be honest, this was anticlimactic. I was hoping for a personal apology at the very least. And ideally, a whole speech acknowledging the superior might of the Masters of the Nightwind.
How about your superior might?
Well, whatever. I'll just have to make up for it with some extra wine at the victory feast.
With the stronghold cleared, this area should be safe for the time being. But still, something tells me we can't afford to let our guard down yet.
Absolutely.
Maybe it's just me, but an enemy under siege normally defends their stronghold at all costs. The fighting gets more and more intense right till the bitter end. But this time was different. With a few exceptions, most of the enemies here gave up and fled the moment that... well, I don't know, but it seemed like they sensed something.
What kind of something?
Huh? Not sure I follow. They did a tactical retreat, that's all. It's just a different strategy.
I'm not convinced. Don't forget, they're radicals who chose to wage war on an entire nation. They don't do things in half measures. It seems out of character to cut their losses and run like that.
So you're saying there's more to this than meets the eye?
I'm saying we don't know enough to be sure of anything at this stage. So let's stay alert and keep our defenses at the ready.
Agreed. So, we're no wiser as to the Abyss Order's objective. I guess we're back to square one. If only I could get Ether to talk to me. I could get some answers for all of us. I'm heading back to the Collective of Plenty. That key is our only lead so far.
Paimon had a hunch you might say that. But you're right. If we can somehow use that key to track down your sibling, maybe we can end this war before things get serious. And maybe you can finally get some answers.
I sure hope so.
Wait, you're leaving? But I was still debating whether to invite you to the first victory feast.
You know what, on second thought, I want to go to the Victory Feast.
Go ahead, you two. Citlali and I will take care of things here.
But I want to go to the Victory Feast! So much for going to the Victory Feast.
And we're back where we started. That Hilichurl probably found the key nearby, right?
Probably.
Let's look around for clues. There's no time to waste. The Ansan and Citlali are waiting for us.
Yeah, I want to get to that Victory Feast.
Ugh. We've scoured the entire area, but still nothing. How the heck did the key end up in that Hilichurl's hands?
It was probably very crafty.
Are we supposed to believe that it just fell out of your brother's pocket as he passed by?
I never really thought of, my brother being, the kind of person to have butterfingers.
Seems kinda ludicrous to lose something so important in such a dumb way. But, then again, who knows? Sometimes in life, things just go missing and that's that.
Yeah, like somehow I missed the microphone to one of my headsets a long time ago, and I can't find it. It's just like it disappeared for whatever reason.
Oh, thank goodness. Someone's here. Please help me.
Ah, who are you, mysterious three question mark person?
Huh? Who are you? What happened?
No, now isn't the time. Please, you've got to help me. I'm being chased by monsters and I can't keep running. Can you do something?
Well, you've come to the right person. But where are these monsters you speak of?
Yeah, where are they? Paimon doesn't see any monsters behind you.
Huh? I'm sorry, I don't quite understand. They're almost here. This really isn't the time to be joking around.
Huh?
We're not. We're completely serious. We don't see any monsters.
Yeah, there's literally nothing.
But how? Ugh, there's no time. They're coming. We gotta run.
But I really don't see... and she's gone. Wait, where do you intend to run to?
What's wrong with that girl? She must be seeing things.
Yeah, she's probably, on some kind of something, you know?
Oh no! It looks like something really hit her. Maybe she was right.
Maybe it's the demons inside her head. Where's Dahlia? We need to get him to perform a surprise baptism.
Quick, let's see if she's okay. What's wrong? Are you hurt? What was that?
The monsters! They're right there! You need to get out of here. It's too dangerous.
All right. I see the monsters, but first, let me help you. Huh? Suddenly, I can see them!
Huh? Oh, now you finally see them. Well, it's about time. I nearly kicked the bucket just now.
I'm sorry. I'll take care of them now.
Great! Thank you, Savior.
Savior?
No, my name is Traveler, not Savior. But, okay. Say hello to my little friend. My little friend is a gunbrella.
Watch out!
You done? Paimon still can't see anything, so she can't tell.
I just see those geoparticles that are literally right next to me, but aside from that, I can't see anything else.
It just looked like you were slicing at thin air. Kinda funny, actually.
I don't know what's going on either, but I could see them once I held her hand.
Oh, really?
Yeah? Let's try it one more time. I want to check that I got all the monsters.
Sure.
Huh? What's wrong?
It's nothing. It's okay. I can see they're all gone now. No need for you to check. I didn't think much of it when the monsters were breathing down our necks, but now that I've calmed down, holding hands with you like this, I'm just a little shy, that's all.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
Huh? Have you never shaken hands with someone before? You sure get flustered easily.
Well, anyway, I haven't had the chance to introduce myself yet. I'm Direidyth. Thanks for, saving me just now. I'm really grateful for your help.
What a beautiful name that is that you have right there.
No worries. Traveler. With her around, you'll be safe from any monsters. As long as they're visible.
Yeah, or if any, hand-holding is required. But just remember, hand-holding is quite lewd.
So, what was the deal with those monsters just now anyway?
Your guess is as good as mine. I could see them the whole time, so when you said you couldn't, I thought you were making fun of me.
Well, Paimon was making fun of me, so... yeah, I could probably see that.
Whoa, that must have been scary. The idea that we'd stand by and laugh while some poor girl was being hunted down by monsters?
The evil looks in her eyes. Oh, that's great. That would have made us more monsters than the monsters. I'd never do something so horrendous. Well, maybe Paimon would, but I wouldn't.
Don't worry, we aren't like that. When we say we can't see something, it's because we really can't see it.
Yeah, it's not like we're blind or anything.
But more importantly, did the monsters hurt you? How bad is it?
It's nothing serious. But I did sprain my ankle back there. I won't be doing any more running for a while.
Well, there's a cave nearby. Well, why don't we rest there for now?
Good idea. We'll take you.
Thank you so much. Despite getting injured, I still feel much safer with you around. I'm gonna stay here until I heal up. Don't want to risk running into any more monsters.
It's best to stay here and do that. Yep.
Yeah, you already took a big enough risk coming out here all on your own. So, where are you from, Direidyth?
A small village, far away from here. I walked for what seemed like forever and lost my way, so... yeah, I have no idea where I am anymore.
Oh.
Maybe all these trials and tribulations are part of the journey. No one said finding the Savior is gonna be easy.
Huh. That's the second time you called the Traveler a savior. What's all that about?
Yeah, what's this whole savior thing about? I'm also curious.
Oh, sorry. It just slipped out. I was caught off guard. The resemblance is so uncanny. Anyway, let me start from the beginning.
Ooh, is it story time? Yay, story time!
There was once a sage who passed through my village. People got the sense that she was truly omniscient. The sage said that doomsday was coming. But as that day approached, a savior would reveal themselves to us. The day of disaster is almost upon us, so my grandmother begged me to leave the village and find the savior before it's too late.
Doomsday?
I've heard people talk about the savior since I was a kid. Growing up, it really made an impression on me. The description is practically etched into my mind. So when I saw your golden hair for the first time, it was like this image that's existed in my mind's eye all these years suddenly came to life. Everything matched.
Oh, so that's why you were lost for words when you first saw her. Well, the Traveler's definitely got what it takes to be a savior, and she's already got a ton of titles, so she won't mind one extra.
But doesn't that just seem a little bit, too grand for me to be called? It just seems a little bit too much, even for me.
Actually, I don't think it's her.
See? Even she agrees with me.
What? But didn't you say that everything matched?
Everything except the gender. The savior was described as a young man.
Okay, phew. It's a good thing I'm not a young man. Wait a minute.
Oh, for goodness sake. There are gender requirements to be a savior? Really?
I think I know who it is. There's someone out there who matches all the requirements.
Oh, of course. If it's not you, then it's gotta be him.
Who? Who is it?
That would be my brother.
You have a brother? Well, then that's it. Oh, it's him. It has to be. Oh, thank goodness. Please, can you take me to see him?
About that.
Maybe, if you're lucky. It just depends if we can find him.
Huh? But isn't he your brother?
Well, yes.
Sorry. Looks like Paimon steered this conversation back to the fallout between you two. It wasn't on purpose, but that's the reality, so it's hard to avoid.
I'll let this one off the hook. But only this one.
Okay, fair enough. But since you're looking for him anyway, why don't we team up? We might stand a better chance if we work together.
Have you always believed that Doomsday will come? Have you always believed that the Savior will come?
Yes. Everyone says that the disaster is inevitable. But the Savior will rescue us all from our pain and suffering. I've always dreamed of meeting the Savior.
Do you really buy this whole doomsday thing? Seems kind of far-fetched.
Paimon, let's just play along. She spoke with conviction, so I don't think she's lying. Maybe it's another lie spread by the Abyss Order?
See? She broke eye contact. Sure sign of a guilty conscience. Time to press her for answers. What's wrong, Direidyth? Something's clearly bothering you. You want to tell us what's going through your mind?
Oh, I just, how should I put it? The Traveler looks just like the Savior of my dreams.
Oh, well, that's awkward.
And it's not every day that the Savior of your dreams swoops in and saves the day in your moment of crisis.
I don't know, maybe I am the Savior. Maybe it's not my brother.
So I'm just a little overwhelmed, that's all. 3 seconds of unbroken eye contact is the limit. I don't think my mind and body can handle any more than that.
And the fact that she's blushing is clearly show that she is definitely, without a doubt, obsessed with my brother.
What do you mean, limit? What happens after 3 seconds?
I'm actually curious, so I want to know what happens after 3 seconds. But how am I supposed to respond to that?
I'm sorry. Please forget that I said anything. Let's just leave it there for now. Like I said, I'm going to hide here until I feel well enough to move again.
Wait, I just realized that was a club, not a horn. I am so blind.
If you manage to find the Savior in the meantime, please come and let me know. Thank you.
Sure.
Are you sure you'll be okay here on your own? Do you have enough to eat?
I'll be fine. I might not be much of a fighter, but I know how to stay hidden. And if I get hungry, I'm sure I'll find something around here. Don't worry about that.
Well, there are plenty of rocks for you to eat. I hear rocks are good for your digestion system.
Alright then. Well, take care. Being on your own isn't easy. What a mysterious girl. We should definitely keep an eye on her.
For once, I actually do agree with you.
But hey, at least she seems to like you. And it sounds like she's gonna help look for your brother when she's healed.
Which is surprising, too. Suspicious, but also surprising.
Anyway, this is probably all the progress we're gonna make for now. Let's head back to the Masters of the Night Wind and see if they need our help.
Oh my gosh, Paimon, we forgot about the victory feast!
Oh, you're back! How did it go? Find anything?
Nothing substantial, unfortunately. But we had the weirdest experience.
Yeah, it was pretty weird.
So I take it that the war's still on?
No progress yet, I'm afraid.
That's okay. I just wasn't sure, because things seemed to be at a standstill while you were gone. The Abyss Order hasn't attacked us, and since we don't know what they're planning, we haven't made a move either. In a word, it's a stalemate. The guards have been keeping watch around the clock, but for everyone else, you wouldn't even know we're at war.
Huh. Really makes you wonder what the Abyss Order's thinking.
I was wondering, Traveler, if you have the time, could you go and pay a visit to the guards?
Sure.
They've been working a pretty demanding schedule. I was gonna go see them myself, but I'm sure they'd appreciate a visit from the greatest hero of our time.
Oh, but you're a great hero too, Ian-san.
Well, since you asked, this is also technically my sibling's fault, so...
Great. Thanks, you two.
Wow! Tumaini, our hero. We've actually fought together before. You probably don't remember it, though.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't recall. I don't even know you.
That's to be expected. You took point, and I was much further back in the ranks. I saw you, though. You were a great inspiration to us all.
Thank you for standing guard this whole time.
It's all good. Honestly, it's not been that much work. Haven't heard a peep from the enemy.
Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
Nothing that would indicate an impending attack. I've spotted a bunch of Abyss Order operatives, but they weren't acting hostile, just hanging around. There were even moments when they seemed to be meditating. At least, that's what it looked like to me. Maybe it's part of their religion or something. Out of an abundance of caution, I asked some shamans from the tribe to take a look and see if there was anything nefarious at work. But they didn't sense anything untoward, so we just put it down to religious ceremony and left them to it.
Huh. Interesting. Well, the more time they spend meditating, the less time they spend trying to beat us to a pulp.
It seems suspicious, though. Could this be related to their true objective?
Well, the shamans didn't raise any concerns, so how bad could it be? As far as I'm concerned, so long as they don't pose an active threat, they can do all the cult worship activities they want. Besides, as soon as everything's in place and we're ready for an all-out offensive, there'll be no match for us.
Huh. Sounds like morale is pretty high. Guess there's strength and confidence in numbers. Let's keep going, Traveler.
Alrighty then.
Huh? Is that Tumaini? What brings you here? Is this, like, a meet and greet?
Yes, it is. Now pay me some money.
I wasn't... I'm so nervous.
Hey, come on! You'd march to war without so much as blinking. What's so scary about a chat with a Traveler, huh?
Yeah. So where's my money, by the way? For this meet and greet.
It's not the same thing at all. There are plenty of chances to go to war. But a one-on-one chat with our great hero? That could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
You had hearts popping around your head. Why does that remind me of a certain character from another game that would do the exact same thing?
How can I not be nervous? What if I say something wrong? Or if my posture's bad? Or if I accidentally make a weird expression with my face? One bad impression can stick for life.
No one's here to judge you on your posture or your facial expressions. Relax.
All right then. I'm sorry, great hero, but I have a small favor to ask.
What's up?
Let Paimon guess. An autograph, right? That's easy.
That'll be $50.
May I challenge you to a fight?
Okay, well that's gonna be like $500 right there.
What? How can you be so audacious and so sheepish at the same time? Huh. I'm starting to think your nervousness is all just an act.
Like it's all one big faux pas.
No, of course not. I just figured that if I don't ask now, I'll regret it for the rest of my life. But I am still on patrol, so please, Great Paimon, if you wouldn't mind taking over for me for just a few minutes?
Great Paimon?
Ugh, again with the sheepish audacity. Just pick one or the other, will you?
Well, I think it's a fair request. So what are you waiting for? Bring it on! You're probably wondering how I got into this situation. Honestly, even I don't know how I got in this situation. Hiya!
Obviously, I never expected to win, but until now, I didn't appreciate just how great the gulf was between us.
Yeah, all it just took was one single strike and you fell to the ground. You need to train more.
I'll be bragging about the day I got to spar with Hermione for the rest of my life. Today's really my lucky day.
Oh, Paimon can't keep up with you. Your tone has changed all over again. Now you've had a spar with the Traveler. What gives?
Well, some people connect through conversation, but we warriors bond by sparring. And now that I've had a bout with the hero, we're no longer strangers. Nothing to be nervous about anymore.
So where's my 500 bucks that you owe me for this sparring session?
Okay. Well, to each their own. But Paimon's still gonna stick to conversation.
Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary?
Not at all. We haven't spotted any new enemy movements.
As Paimon expected, nothing here either. Let's do another lap and get back to Yan-san.
Alrighty then.
You're back. So, did the guards find anything?
Nothing much, no. Someone mentioned that the Abyss Order has been doing some kind of meditation or prayer, but apparently it seemed harmless. Paimon wants to lodge a complaint about one of the guards, though. His name's Kentaro.
Yeah, and he owes me $500 for that sparring match that we had that only lasted a few seconds. Oh, yeah, you can just ignore Paimon.
Traveler? You're back already? And no one thought to wake me up, huh?
Sorry, Grady, I just got here.
In fairness, you look pretty hungover. Can't imagine anyone wanting to wake you up in that state.
Yeah, I'd rather let you sleep it off.
I'll have you know I'm perfectly sober when I'm hungover. Okay. I'll admit that sounds strange at face value, but regardless,
It's okay.
what I meant to say is, I heard something about the Abyss Order engaging in meditation.
Yeah, that's right. Does it mean anything to you, Citlali?
I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague, but it seemed as if some noise had found its way into Natlan's ley lines.
Wait a minute.
Oh, what does that mean?
Paimon, don't you remember what happened last year?
Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still, it's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk, but I just get the sense that something strange is going on.
Oh. So even someone as familiar with the ley lines as you can't tell what's going on. No wonder the shamans that Satura called to the front lines couldn't sense anything.
Yan-san, I think we should go talk to the chiefs. There's no point dragging this out. We need to take the initiative and drive the Abyss Order out of Natlan for good.
If that's the Council of Granny Eatsley, I'm sure the chiefs will agree. But it will still take us some time to gather the required force. In war, adequate planning and preparation is the key to victory.
Sure, but the finer details aren't my concern. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Just remember to come find me when you're ready to talk to the chiefs.
Wait. Since you're here, Citlali, I might as well ask you one more question.
Oh? Sure, what is it?
Have you ever heard of monsters that are only visible to certain people?
Huh, you mean only select individuals can see them? Now that's a strange one. I guess they could be manifestations of a disturbed psyche? Or extreme negativity embodied in physical form? It could also be a simple case of dead monsters whose souls got stuck here somehow. Well, I say simple. Things quickly get confusing when you start looking into monster souls. For starters, trying to figure out which classification system to use is a real pain in the—
Whoa. Let's not say that. There may be kids watching. I sure hope that there aren't kids watching.
All right, we get it. Eatsley's learning and wisdom knows no bounds. But could we just get the short answer?
Hey, I was just thinking out loud. You really think I was just trying to flaunt my knowledge?
You can flaunt your knowledge to me anytime.
Anyway, the short answer is there are many potential explanations for the kind of phenomenon you describe. That said, it's not something I've ever encountered in all my years.
Whew, wow. Okay. Well, if Granny Eatsley's never seen it, it might as well not exist, right?
Maybe.
Hey, I'm not that old.
I agree. It's hard to say what it was for sure.
Care to elaborate on what happened? This all sounds rather mysterious.
Well, it all started like this.
Really? You had to hold her hand to see the monsters? That sounds a little contrived.
Citlali, I'm sorry. I'll hold hands with you next time, I promise.
Huh? That's the part that bothers you?
I'm so sorry.
Maybe the point is more that it requires direct physical contact, whether that be hand-holding or otherwise. But that's neither here nor there. What bothers me is, it sounds like she's convinced that your sibling, the leader of the Abyss Order, is a savior.
That's pretty much the gist of it, yes.
That really makes me question whose side this girl is on, and whether what she told you about her background is actually the truth.
That's something I had about my suspicions as well. I know I jumbled up a few words, but that's okay.
Sorry if that comes across as paranoid. It's just hard not to be suspicious of everything when we're in the middle of a war.
Actually, Paimon feels like you make a fair point.
Whoever this girl is, she sounds like bad news.
Well, if Citlali says she's bad news, she is definitely bad news.
Okay, well, you're clearly just jumping to conclusions.
So do you think that she's a spy? Do you think she has some kind of weapon?
It's hard to know what to make of it. A young lady all by herself, lost in the middle of nowhere, sees monsters that no one else can, calls the leader of the Abyss Order her savior. At the very least, we should remain vigilant. Keep a close watch on her.
Sounds sensible. On that note, we probably shouldn't have left her by herself in that cave.
Yeah, one of us probably should have stayed behind, and that someone likely should have been you.
Traveler, we still need some time to muster our forces. Maybe you could check on her if you're not busy. Just be careful.
Might as well. She seems to trust me after all.
It's settled then. Let's go check on her.
Alright, let's go check up on this girl that Citlali does not like at all.
Here we are. Direidyth will still be here, right?
I sure hope so.
Oh, it's so quiet though. Uh-oh. What if Yansan was right? Maybe she never intended to stay here at all.
Let's stay quiet and move in carefully.
Traveler, watch out!
Ha! You just been blocked. Shoot. Maybe Direidyth really is a...
Oh, sorry. I didn't know it was you. I heard a noise and I thought it was the monsters coming to get me. Oh, did I hurt you? Oh, I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking straight.
If I'd thought I would hurt, I would have tried to dodge. And somehow, it still hurt less than I expected.
Phew. That was scary. Paimon thought we'd walked into a trap.
We almost kinda did.
Maybe we shouldn't have sneaked in without announcing it. Then you would have known we weren't monsters.
To be honest, I've been really on edge since you left. I just have this constant feeling that any second, the monsters are gonna come back and get me. And it's not like I can run from them. There's also no way to cook here. It's good you got back when you did. Another hour and a half and you probably would have found me starved to death.
Oh, that's weirdly precise. Though, it does explain why your attack on the Traveler was so weak.
Yeah, that was pretty weak.
Wait, If you really thought you were gonna starve or get killed by monsters, why'd you promise that you'd be okay here on your own?
I just didn't want to lose face in front of my hero. She already saved my life once. That's more than enough. I just don't want to come across as a constant burden.
Huh. For someone on the brink of starvation, you're pretty preoccupied with your image. What's the real reason?
Yeah, just confess.
What? That is the real reason. I'm kind of bearing my soul here, you know?
Could she really just be an injured civilian?
Anyway, so, could you make me some food now?
You are unbelievable. But sure, I know just the recipe. Only takes about an hour and a half.
Oh, Paimon's getting hungry now too. Go on then. You can join us for dinner.
Whew. I am so full. Thanks for saving me, again. Starvation feels like a distant memory now.
No trouble at all. Well, anyway, that's 2 favors you owe me now. So I hope you're keeping count.
Huh. You can really pack it away, Direidyth. Guess that explains how you had the energy to make it this far.
Yeah, you were even more gluttonous than Paimon. No, probably not as gluttonous as Veressa, though, but that's another story.
I tried so hard to hold back, but it looks like I still came across like a total glutton.
Paimon didn't even realize how late it is. Hey, the night sky here is really pretty.
I just hope that no one goes out of their way to piss on the moon.
Yeah, and it's all thanks to you both that I'm able to relax and enjoy it. I was cooped up in that cave the whole time you were gone. Now, I'm finally out. The air seems fresher, and the stars more beautiful than ever before.
Wait, hold on a minute. I can see Celestia from there. It almost looks like they might want to, charge up, a beam to piss on the moon.
You weren't in there that long.
But she thought she was gonna starve to death. The time probably passed unbearably slowly.
When I was young, I used to lie on the roof of my house, gazing up at the stars. And often, my mind would drift to this question. Is this starry sky actually real?
Wait, why would she think that? Does she know about the false sky?
But my grandma would tell me the answer to that question doesn't really matter. Think of all the people in our village who spend their entire lives here, she'd say. To them, that little village is their whole world. And so, if it's our destiny to live beneath this sky all our lives, then whatever may or may not lie beyond, this is our world. And that sky is real to us.
Paimon kinda gets you, but also not really. Is it kind of like how journeying with the Traveler is everything to Paimon right now?
It seems kind of right, but also not really.
I really treasured my world for a really long time.
Why was that in quotation marks?
The village was my everything. The houses, the scenery, stories I always loved to hear about the Savior. But I could never bring myself to agree with Grandma. Even if the village was my entire world, I still had to know what lay outside its borders.
Yeah! Go you!
So, I finally ventured out and set off on my journey to find the Savior. I'm going to make my world bigger, one step at a time. And I'm not going to stop until I've seen what's beyond the stars. Maybe then, I'll finally get an answer to the question I had as a child.
Beyond the stars.
Who knows? Maybe one day, I'll be sitting and chatting just like we are now, but with someone from another world.
Now, don't just tell me that we're just gonna go on and get isekai, you know?
Yeah, one day. Ugh, if only we could tell her. But it's probably best not to open that can of worms right now.
That's a good idea, Paimon.
I need to find the savior and protect my world. Then, I can make sure it continues to grow. That's the most worthwhile thing I could think of doing, so I've been giving it everything I've got.
You know what? That's pretty cool. Paimon kinda wants to root for you now.
I kinda do as well.
Sorry. I got a little carried away. I always get chatty after a hearty meal. Just like my grandma.
The more we chat, the more convinced I am she's not a bad person. And it doesn't sound like she's been brainwashed by the Abyss Order. Maybe we can afford to trust her?
Hold on. Shh. It's them. The monsters are back.
Where? Oh, still invisible, huh?
In that case, guess we gotta try that little trick again. Hold my hand.
Can you see them now?
Hold on. Just give me a bit. Yep. Yeah. Stay back. I'll handle them. You go protect her, Paimon. By the power of Geo.
Paimon still can't see anything. But please, be careful.
Why do you think I created the power of Geo? Or not create, but it manifested. Wait a minute. What do you think you're doing? It's time for you to fear my umbrella. Ella.
Huh? Wow, that was fast. Did you get all of them?
I sure did.
Paimon's slowly but surely getting used to the sight of you fighting thin air. You doing all right, Direidyth? Direidyth? Hey, it's okay. There's nothing to be scared of anymore.
Yeah, I got rid of all the monsters for you.
Oh, I'm fine. I just spaced out there for a moment.
You spaced out? That's a pretty bold move under the circumstances.
I was just... the image of the traveler fighting to protect me. I was trying to commit it to memory. Seems like the least I can do.
All right. Whatever floats your boat.
Anyway, there are no more monsters in the area, and it's getting late. Why don't you stay here tonight?
Sounds reasonable to Paimon. What do you think, Traveler?
What do I think? I'm personally satisfied that Direidyth isn't a threat, but it can't hurt to monitor her for another night. Sure.
All right. Direidyth will be... Huh? Direidyth? Why are you going in alone?
Wait, this is the Night Kingdom? Ether and the Lord of the Night? My head, it hurts. My headache, it's gone. I think I hear a voice in the darkness.
Doomsday. A fitting name indeed. A blood-red sky. Wild beasts that slaughter all in sight. Endless pain, a terrible curse that cannot be reversed. And the birth of a savior.
That dream I just had. Wait a minute. She was holding my hand. That's very lewd.
You're awake. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Was she holding my hand?
You just look quite distressed, like you were having a nightmare. I thought if I took your hand into mine, you might find it soothing. At least, that's what my family always did when I had nightmares. But it didn't seem to work on you. In fact, I think I made it even worse. I'm so sorry.
Oh, is that right? You better not be trying to pull a fast one on the Traveler.
Yeah, that's right. I'm protected. I have my rights.
What? Don't be so... I have more self-control than that.
Wait, what do you mean by that? Oh God, you were planning to go down... No, absolutely not. Don't you even think about doing that. I'm not ready.
Self-control? What does that have to do with it?
I still can't remember anything. What did I see in my dream just now? I think I saw Ether in the Night Kingdom at the very start of the dream, but I can't remember what happened next. Never mind. If the memory's gone, I can't force myself to remember it. I'm gonna go back to sleep. We can catch up tomorrow morning.
No way is Paimon getting back to sleep after this.
Well, you better, because if you don't, no breakfast for you.
You go ahead. But for the rest of the night, Paimon is staying up to keep an eye on this young lady.
You know what? In that case, go ahead. Make sure I am protected and safe.
Oh, do I really seem that shady to you?
Well, Direidyth, there should be enough food for 3 days. Make sure you eat the perishable stuff first, so nothing goes to waste. You can tell which stuff is perishable, right?
Can you?
Yeah, I can tell from the ingredients. Thank you so much for making all of this for me.
It was my pleasure.
3 days will definitely be enough time for my ankle to heal. Then I'll continue on my journey to find the Savior.
All right, then we'll be off. Bye for now, Direidyth.
Yep, see you later.
See you? Wait! But if this is goodbye, how am I supposed to find you again?
Well, there's a reference that I want to bring up. Some people may probably find this controversial, based on where it's from. But tearful goodbyes aren't forever. It'd be awkward if we see each other again in the future.
Oh, I mean, what if I find your sibling? How am I supposed to let you know?
Oh, well, that's something completely different then.
Ah, that's a good point. We share the same goal, but we're constantly on the road, so we've got no fixed address. How about this? When the time comes, you can just write a letter to Mawika. She'll be able to find us for sure.
Yep, if there's anyone that you can trust, trust Mawika. The great Pyro Archon herself.
Mawika? Who's Mawika?
I just explained to her who she is. Wait, hold on a minute. I think I see something over there. Ah!
It's the Abyss Order! They're here!
And they brought their evil robot Alvins!
But it doesn't look like they're marching to war. More like they're running away?
They were probably fearing my presence.
Where? What are you talking about?
A bunch of Abyss Order thugs! You don't see them? They're heading right this way!
Wait a second.
That's strange. I guess it's my turn to not be able to see the monsters.
I bet the tried and tested method will allow you to see them.
You're right. I see them now. You weren't joking after all. So this is what it's like.
What a weird situation. What is making these monsters invisible? Is it Direidyth? Or the monsters themselves? Or is it us?
Or is it some unknown entity?
Well, might as well mow these ones down, just so they can't pose a threat to the tribes.
Let's go get him. Not so fast, evil robot elephants!
Woohoo! All done! Their morale seems super low. Guess they really were on the run, huh?
They were just, absolutely feeble-minded. They were weak. They could not stand against my sword.
So there's no more of them, right? I still can't wrap my mind around this. Why couldn't I see them until you took my hand?
Believe me, I'm as baffled as you are. The plot thickens. Turns out there are also monsters which I can see, but Direidyth can't.
So, any ideas on why those monsters might have been running away? Maybe something went down on the front line. Oh, Paimon's getting a little worried about Eon-san and the others. Let's head back to the Masters of the Night Wind right away!
Yes, and we must tell Citlali right away.
We gotta go! Bye for now, Direidyth!
Yep, see you later, again.
See ya, and please take care.
Alright then, let's go find Granny. I hate that this is the only convenient waypoint here at the Masters of the Nightwind, because the only other waypoint that's here is underground. Never mind. Whoops, wait. I probably should just glide down naturally.
Hey, Eon-san! We're back! We ran into quite a big group from the Abyss Order just now. Has something happened at the front?
The front line has collapsed.
Huh? But how?
Did the Abyss Order send in reinforcements? Did they deploy some kind of secret weapon?
No, relax. Their front line has collapsed, not ours.
Well, you should have said that sooner.
Oh, feels like you could have phrased that more clearly at the start. But this is good news, right? Why'd you still look so serious?
Did we finally launch an attack? Did we unleash the Pyro Archon's might on them?
No, we're still mustering troops. Nowhere near ready to go on the offensive. So at first, I was also confused about what exactly happened out there. But just now, I got the full story from a guard who was on the scene. He watched the enemy lines crumble in real time.
What did he see?
One person. Just a single individual. They stormed the enemy lines and attacked with a vengeance, cutting them down like paper dolls.
I see.
They wielded an unknown power and fought with a sword style that no one recognized. The guard who relayed this to me said that before he even had time to react, the enemy was decimated.
Alright, I got it. I think I know what happened.
I'm only recounting what I heard, and I'm sure the guard in question must be exaggerating to some extent. But still, we have to identify this person.
Oh, I know this very person we're talking about.
And assuming they're a neutral party, we'll need to figure out how to engage with them. Clearly they're a force to be reckoned with, so we don't want to come across as too weak or too hostile. It's quite a diplomatic conundrum.
You don't need to sweat it, Eon-san. From your description, we're already pretty confident that we know this person. Honestly, with the Abyss Order acting out so publicly, it's about time he showed up.
Oh yeah, who else could it be? She never misses an occasion like this.
Dainsleif!
I should have timed that. I didn't realize that, that I was actually speaking